Hello and welcome to another empowering episode of the Merging Life and Money Show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. Thank you for joining in. So today, I am going to unravel the fascinating yet complex concepts of financial wellness and financial well-being. I know these terms might seem a bit intimidating at first, but they are incredibly crucial to your lives and your path to financial independence. I promise you, I will make it simple, breaking them down into easy to understand terms, and together we will explore what they truly mean and how they directly influence your financial life. But remember, knowing this concept is just your starting point, your first step in the journey. The real magic happens when you start putting into practice effective money habits. I can't stress enough how essential they are in achieving that dream of financial wellness and financial well being. So, welcome to another episode of the Merging Life and Money Show. I've got a fantastic lineup for you today, which I believe will provide a great deal of value no matter where you are on your financial journey. So make yourself comfortable, grab a beverage of your choice, grab a pen and a notebook as you may need or you may want to take some notes. So, in the first segment of today's show, I will delve into understanding the difference between financial wellness and financial well being. I will also take a closer look at financial health as it is a crucial aspect of your overall wealth. And I will wrap up the first section by exploring the connection between personal finances, financial wellness, and, of course, financial well being. So, these insights will help demystify these often used but seldom understood terms, providing clarity on their importance in your lives. So, moving on to the second key topic, I'll shift the focus to the practical sides of things. I will discuss the importance of cultivating effective money habit early on and how it can set the stage for financial stability. So, from the common habits that promote financial wellness to tips for enhancing your financial literacy, I'll share practical steps to help you navigate your financial journey more confidently. And lastly, I'll navigate the world of strategic wealth planning. I'll start by discussing its role in achieving financial health, and I'll move on to share some actionable tips on managing personal finances for better outcomes. So, this segment aims to provide you with an understanding of how wealth planning can contribute to your overall financial wealth by providing you with strategies to apply in your life. So, before getting into it, let me give the show some context. In an increasingly complex financial landscape, achieving financial wellness and financial well being can feel like a daunting task. As a result, this podcast is designed to shed light on these often misunderstood terms, providing you with a comprehensive understanding of their meaning, their importance, and also providing you with practical strategies to achieve them. Financial wellness and financial well being are like two sides of a coin. They both involve taking an all encompassing approach to managing your finances. However, there are some subtle differences between them. So I would say that financial wellness concentrates on forming positive money habits that can help you build wealth over time, whereas financial well being focuses on developing clarity about your private funds and becoming financially literate. So, together, we'll take a closer look at these concepts to figure out which one will better match your personal financial situation. So, as we embark on this financial wellness and well being journey, it is important to lay a solid foundation that begins with understanding these key financial concepts and their impact on our lives. So I will add that without a clear understanding of these terms, it's easy to get lost in the world of personal finance. Trust me on that one. So let's clear the fog and delve into the first point of today's episode, which is understanding financial concepts and their impact. So, understanding the difference between those two concepts, financial wellness and financial well being, is necessary when discussing them. Okay. So, while both terms are associated with money, they are not synonymous. Okay. Financial wellness speaks to your ability, your capability of managing your money, ensuring you are free from debt and have sufficient funds for daily necessities. Financial wellness, on the contrary, focuses more on having sufficient assets, financial or otherwise, so that you can live comfortably without feeling restricted from basic necessities or chances. Okay? In other words, it puts emphasis on the ability to lead an enjoyable life along with economic stability, which reflects true freedom, financially speaking. So, as a result, achieving financial wellness is an important part of being able to make the right decisions with your finances. You need to be very careful when budgeting and setting aside money for emergencies as well as saving up for retirement, so that you always have enough funds available for necessary expenses such as rent payment, food bills, or medical costs, especially during challenging times like now. And it is also essential to maintain good communication with creditors and lenders to ensure that any outstanding debts are paid off on time while still having some kind of security cushion saved against future needs. It could mean a world of difference. Trust me on this one. Achieving financial well being, on the other hand, is having money left over after covering essential living expenses. With these extra funds, you can enjoy life's luxuries like trip or special occasion without feeling guilty about it later because of an extravagant lifestyle choice caused by impulse purchasing or a lack of awareness about how debt works, for example. It also means that you can manage both short-term goals, such as saving up for college tuition fees, while still putting away some additional income toward long-term aspirations, such as retirement savings and so on. So this way you can enjoy yourself now without compromising your future security either way. Ask yourself this question, right? Can I afford those days out with friends? Or would setting aside more be wise if I want to retire comfortably in the years ahead? So now let's look at financial health, an essential aspect of overall wealth. Maintaining good financial health is essential if you want to be successful in your personal finances. It's not just about having enough money, it's also the foundation of making informed decisions around managing your funds properly and achieving long term goals. So, to really understand what this means, you need to look at two important things: financial wellness and financial well being. So you see how important those concepts are. So financial wellness assesses how well you manage your finances on a daily basis. Do you have your spending under control? Do you have a budget? And do you stick to it? So how extensive is your understanding of bank products such as loan or investment? So these are all crucial questions to consider if you want to maintain strong levels of economic fitness. Now, financial wellness is about making smart decisions with your money. It includes, again, understanding how much you spend and save, very important, setting financial goals to achieve long term objectives like retirement, for example, budgeting effectively so you can pay off debts quicker or build up savings for the future. This also involves having an emergency fund in case something unexpected happens, as well as ensuring that you have adequate insurance policies covering any potential risks, such as disability or death. Alternatively, financial well being is not solely concentrated on short term numbers. It paints a broader picture that encompasses overall satisfaction, including material possessions and the quality of experiences that life has to offer. And rather than just focusing on reducing debt level now, financial well being involves envisioning the lifestyle that funds could enable in the future. So it's about understanding how combining realistic saving strategies with your current resources can shape your life down the line. So, how do you see that fitting into your long-term goals and aspiration? So make sure to consider all aspects of your situation when making decisions that could impact your future. Remember that it's not just about the here and now, it's about looking ahead and planning wisely. So before making any moves, think about your income, think about job security, and think about the ability to save. So, how much do you need to set aside for unexpected expenses? Do you have larger goals that require careful financial planning? Are you content with your current job situation, or are you considering changes in the near future? So, by taking all these factors into account, you can make informed decisions today that will set you on the path to success for tomorrow. So, having a complete understanding of both aspects is essential for you if you aim to achieve true wealth in the long run. Because if you neglect to consider both perspectives when forming plans and making decisions, you might find yourself stuck in an endless cycle, never able to reach your ultimate goal due to a lack of preparation or lack of knowledge of the options that are available to you. So, real financial success is not just about amassing a lot of money, it's about taking a broader view, as I said earlier. You must recognize how all elements work together to achieve lasting financial stability while still enjoying the journey of life. So, ask yourself, what dynamic strategies can you incorporate into your daily routine to ensure that your dream lifestyle becomes a reality? It's all about balancing feasibility with ambition, passion with spontaneity, and never losing sight of what you want your life to be. So, now let's delve into the connection between your personal finances, financial wellness, and financial well being. Understanding these connections can help you differentiate between wellness and well being, two terms that might seem similar but have distinct meanings. Financial wellness refers to your overall state of fiscal security. It's about your ability to meet both short term and long term goals without excessive worry or fear. So, this aspect of financial health often involves tangible solutions like budgeting instructions, reducing debt techniques, and cash preservation tips. It aims to alleviate the immediate financial stresses, allowing you to focus on other part of life instead of fretting about money constantly. On the other hand, financial well-being goes beyond mere money management. It takes a closer look at how your funds impact your overall health and, I would say, serenity. Achieving financial well-being is more than just eliminating debt, right? It requires planning for a secure future while maintaining emotional balance along the way. It's not an easy task, but it's about making sure your finances are working for you, not against you. Essentially, the journey to financial fitness is about enhancing your current situation with practical solutions. But the path to financial well being is a broader one that involves not only securing your financial future, but also ensuring that your money is helping, not hindering your overall life journey. So, how do you see these concepts fitting into your financial plan and lifestyle? In fact, when it comes to your money, financial well being is about crafting a sustainable lifestyle that allows you to enjoy life today while also preparing for tomorrow. It's more than the traditional strategies of merely cutting expenses or increasing income. It prompts you to consider every facet of human experience in your personal finance decisions. And by that, I mean having enough without compromising happiness or quality of life. Now it's time for a shift in focus. You see, understanding is only the first step, but applying that knowledge through daily actions is where genuine transformation occurs. So, how will you take what you've learned today and apply it to create a future that's both financially secure and rich in joy and fulfillment? So now let's shift gear and look at the second point of today's episode, where you'll discover how to cultivate effective money habits and use them as tools to enhance your financial wellness and your financial well-being. So get ready to roll up your sleeves and dive into the practical side of personal finance. I would say that achieving financial well-being and financial wellness can be a complex task, but it's entirely within your reach. At the core of success in this area are your money habits. These habits do more than just instill a sense of security, freedom, and control. They heighten your awareness of spending practices, enabling you to devise smarter strategies for financial stability in the future. So, today we'll learn how these habits can become powerful tools in your journey toward financial harmony and fulfillment. So let me say that it is not just about the numbers. Again, it's about crafting a lifestyle that reflects your values and aspirations. So let's explore how you can make that happen. First, creating an effective budget is one of the best steps toward developing sound money habits. Having a budget is an essential part of money management, doesn't matter how you put it. It enables you to keep track of your expenses and make sure all bills are paid on time, avoiding costly late fees or damaging negative impact on your credit score. So, when putting together a budget plan, it's important to consider not only major costs such as rent, mortgage payment, utilities, and food, but also any other miscellaneous outgoings that may come up during the month or year. So, creating another good habit when it comes to finances is saving regularly from each paycheck if possible. Even tiny amounts will accumulate with time. I will also note that emergency savings definitely comes in handy. Not only can it help with larger purchases like vacations or buying a car or anything large, but it also helps when you last expect it. Things like the car breaking down. That's the first thing that comes to mind because you don't necessarily get a memo telling you that your car is going to break down on a day, on a particular day. Plus, Having an emergency fund gives you, I would say, peace of mind if the unexpected were to happen, like something serious like job loss, for instance. Knowing that there are funds available means you won't be worried about covering basic needs until getting back into work again. And I'm speaking there from experience on that one. Also, investing is another key part of taking responsibility for your finances. You can invest by putting money into assets such as stocks or bonds, which have the potential to grow over time. Although this type of saving has more risks than other methods due to its volatile nature, it still offers higher returns than traditional savings account, making it an attractive option depending on your individual circumstances and how much you are willing to risk. For instance, younger people will have plenty of years before retirement. Furthermore, investing wisely gives you the freedom in being able to budget for later life while not having to sacrifice too much in your current lifestyle. And finally, consulting with a professional well versed in financial matters could provide invaluable advice tailored to your investment needs, assisting you in managing your funds efficiently for future endeavors. So, whether your goals involve planning for retirement, clearing debts, or funding your kids' college fees or your own college fees, these become achievable both in short and long term. Also, utilizing services from a certified financial planner often proves to be immensely helpful in reaching your desired outcome quicker. So, they understand the intricacies of financial planning and can craft a personalized strategy that aligns with your aspirations and lifestyle, paving the way for financial success and peace of mind. So, having explored the key money habits that can set the stage for financial wellness, it is vital to recognize that these practices aren't just a one time effort. So, building on this, our next focus will be on the timing and consistency of developing these habits. So, let's dive into the importance of nurturing good money habit early on and how doing so can actually lay a robust foundation for a lifetime of well being. So, building proper money habits early in life is crucial and is something you should seriously consider. So, by learning to manage your finances while you are young, you are setting yourself up for more financial security as an adult. Establishing healthy spending and saving patterns early on can stay with you throughout your life, laying the foundation for economic success. Knowledge really is power in this context. Think of it this way: educating yourself on how to budget, how to save, how to invest sensibly, and handle debts is like building a toolkit for financial freedom. The earlier you start learning about these topics, the more prepared you'll be when it's time to make significant financial decisions, such as buying a house or investing in stocks. It's not just about the money you have now, it's about shaping your future and giving yourself the ability to enjoy life without constant financial worry. So, why not start today? Okay. The road to financial wellness begins with the choices you make now, today. Also, teaching children at a younger age regarding the importance of saving fosters better spending behaviors, which may lead them to cultivate long term monetary success later in life. This will likely become one of the strengths that they will carry with them forever. For example, when it comes to teaching kids about credit, along with its pros and cons, it can provide them useful insights into making responsible decisions when they manage their own finances in the future. I will wholeheartedly urge parents or guardians to ensure that expectations are realistic while introducing young children to money matters, as this could heavily influence how good of a decision maker they will become once adulthood arrives. Therefore, when you lay solid foundations for sound fiscal decision making during younger years, it paves the way for a future without financial stresses, such as handling retirement planning or dealing with unexpected medical bills and job losses. So here's the truth: taking control of your personal finances earlier rather than putting them off can position you for much greater success down the road. You'll be more prepared than others. And beyond that, you will learn valuable life lessons about taking responsibility for your assets. Again, it's not just about money, it's about building character and understanding the importance of wise financial decisions. In the end, these early choices can shape a more secure, fulfilling life for you. So, why wait? Start on the path to financial wellness today. So, with an understanding of why it's vital to develop good money habits early on, you cannot overlook the role that financial literacy plays in this process. It's the compass guiding you through the financial landscape. So let's now turn our attention to how you can enhance your financial literacy, a skill that can supercharge your ability to make sound financial decisions and elevate your overall well being. So, having a grip on your finances is essential for financial health, and that's where financial literacy comes in. So, financial literacy means understanding how money works, from budgeting, investing, planning for the future, and protecting yourself against potential risks. So, with higher levels of knowledge about personal finance come more opportunities to reach both short-term goals like saving up enough cash for an emergency fund or a vacation, as well as long-term objectives such as retirement savings or paying off debt over time. So, learning how to manage your money can make it easier to achieve these milestones safely and successfully. It is essential, therefore, to know the fundamentals of personal finance if you want to have a better comprehension of how money works. And more importantly, how it can work for your benefit. So you should make an effort to become well versed in concepts such as, again, budgeting, saving, investing, debt management, insurance coverage, retirement planning, taxes, etc., so that you are able to make smart choices concerning financial matters. As a matter of fact, acquiring knowledge on these topics by either taking a course or reading relevant books could be beneficial strategies to increase your familiarity with the subject matter at hand. Are there any other ways, apart from what I mentioned above, which could help with educating oneself regarding finances? I would like to say that you might notice a few repetition in today's podcast, okay? But I promise you, they are there for a reason. Sometimes driving home a point requires a little emphasis. So I hope these repeated concepts help to highlight their importance in your financial journey. As I mentioned before, creating a budget can help you keep track of your income and your expenses, which in turn allows you to see where improvement could be made so that each month every dollar goes further. Now, budgeting also lets you set up emergency funds for any unexpected expenses or loss of income that might come up over time, like medical bills or job losses caused by layoff and other economic downturns. Furthermore, understanding your finances helps you strike a balance between spending on needs instead of spending on wants. So, by being mindful of this balance, you can avoid going overboard with unnecessary spending, which could undoubtedly lead to more debt instead of saving money. It is a simple but profound shift in thinking. So, start asking yourself, are all my purchases necessary? Okay. Could I save even more if I take a closer look at my current budget? Or about denying yourself pleasures, but about making conscious decisions that align with your financial goals and your financial well being. Equally important, having adequate insurance coverage is a must when striving for improved financial wellness. If something were to happen, like hospitalization due to injury or illness, without proper coverage, it can quickly deplete all your hard earned savings, leading to extreme level of anxiety and stress. So that's why finding the right balance between deductibles and premiums will provide peace of mind, knowing that if any critical event were to occur, then at least medical costs will be covered by an insurance company. So I will wrap up this point by emphasizing how improving your level of financial literacy is key to achieving overall financial well-being. This means learning about basic personal finance topics like setting up a budget, tracking income and expenses, building emergency funds, and having the right amount of insurance coverage. It also involves engaging proactively with retirement planning and other long-term investment. Nowadays, it's no need to find yourself in a financial pickle. So by taking these steps, you should be able to set yourself on the right path toward greater financial security and stability throughout your life, regardless of whatever situation may arise later on. It's not just about surviving unexpected bumps in life, but thriving and building a future that aligns with your dreams and your values. Now that I've discussed some of the essential habits and emphasized the importance of financial literacy, it's time for you to look at the bigger picture. How can you tie all of these individual practices together into a cohesive plan that works specifically for your life and your goals? So that's where things get truly exciting. And this leads us to the third and final point of today's episode: strategic wealth planning. This is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet, okay? It's about shaping your future, making informed decisions, and creating a roadmap to financial freedom. So let's dive into some strategies that could transform the way you approach your finances. And this is where we get into the nitty gritty of aligning our daily actions with long term goals. I will start with the role of wealth planning in achieving wealth. Having control over your finances is important because it looks at where you are currently financially, works out what long term goals you have in mind, and then makes a plan to reach them. This includes working out how much money you can save or invest to build up additional assets, as I mentioned before, stocks, bonds, etc., as well as the physical kind, like real estate or even gold. It's about taking an active role so you are better prepared for the future. So, understanding that wealth planning is more than just accumulating money is absolutely essential. It's really about crafting a secure financial future for you and for your loved ones. So, how empowering would it be to take control of your finances? By devoting time researching various investment plans and customizing a plan that fits your specific need and objectives, you can position yourself to maximize control over your finances and shield your savings from inflation or economic downturns. So think of having a financial plan as a roadmap. It's not just about managing investment or retirement accounts. Okay? It's part of an overall strategy that includes thoughtful budgeting and regular saving. Crucial steps on your journey to those long term goals you have set. So now, more than ever, it's vital to keep a close watch on your finances. Market fluctuations make it challenging for everyone, from amateur investors to professionals, to maintain financial momentum. But here's the exciting part: by crafting intelligent plans today, you can pave the way for tomorrow's successes, minimizing risk along the way. So, financial stability is not just a dream. With the right strategy, it's within your reach. So now that we have uncovered the critical role that wealth planning plays in achieving financial health, it's natural to ask, how can I apply this to my life? The good news is that it's not just about grand strategies, okay? So let's explore some practical tips on managing personal finances for better outcomes. So, for that, I'm going to shift from the why to the how, turning concepts into actionable steps. So, let's get into the details. Financial wellness refers to your ability to manage current and future expenses smoothly without undue stress. It's about having a well thought out financial plan and making wise decisions with your money. So, achieving financial wellness means that you've got your finances in order and handling money matters feels manageable. Financial well being, on the other hand, focuses on having sufficient funds both now and for your future plans or ambitions. It prompts you to ask yourself, do I have enough money to make my dreams a reality? Are my goals within reach? Okay, so let me repeat that. Managing your personal finances is about more than just tracking daily expenses. It's a comprehensive approach that ensures you are saving adequately for retirement, building an emergency fund, and working toward other long term objectives that you may have. So, despite the fact that the path to success in financial management can vary greatly depending on your unique needs and situation, one tool stand out as vital, and that is budgeting. So, knowing your monthly income and your monthly expenditure allows you to maintain control over your financial life. So, with a solid budget in place, you can avoid overspending and ensure that debt repayment never becomes an overwhelming challenge. It's about finding the balance that enables you to live comfortably today while setting the stage for a prosperous future. You hold the keys to your financial destiny. And understanding these principles is a big step in the right direction. So it's essential to factor saving into your budget. That way, if there are any unexpected costs, you won't be left struggling financially. I sound like a broken record, but that's true. Furthermore, having a handle on how credit cards work is key for staying in control of your money. This means understanding the interest rates and the fees associated with using them, which could have a negative impact on your credit score when payments are not made or received late. So, in the final analysis, you must ask yourself this question: do I have enough knowledge about the ways I use my money? Know that when it comes to making the most of your finances, of your money, there are plenty of options available. Okay, different card may offer rewards like cashback, which can help you save money if used right. It's important to read through all terms and conditions before signing up for any kind of card agreement. Furthermore, becoming an informed investor is a must when handling your personal finance. This means doing proper research on investment vehicles such as stocks and mutual funds so that you know what works best for your particular needs and risk tolerance. By the way, working with a financial professional might be beneficial here as well because they understand market trends and also have experience in helping people manage their investments safely. So losses over time don't become inevitable. As we approach the end of this episode, I want to acknowledge the ground we've covered today. We've journeyed through key financial concepts. We explored the habit that can lead you to financial wellness and delve into the importance of strategic planning. But let me remind you that your path to financial well being does not have to end here. So, as we wrap up things, as I challenge you to take these lessons to heart, apply them in your daily life, embrace the insight and tools you've gained, and ask yourself, am I ready to take the next step toward a more secure financial future? Remember, your journey has just begun, and I'm here cheering you on. Now, I'm going to conclude with some final thoughts and actionable insights that can guide you forward. But first, I will take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. I begin with understanding financial concept and their impact. I started by unraveling the complex world of financial wellness and financial well-being. I looked at the essential aspect of overall wealth and how understanding this concept lays the foundation for our financial journey. In the second part, I talked about cultivating effective money habits. I dug into the daily habits that can set you on the path to financial stability. I emphasized the importance of developing these practices early in life and explored the role of financial literacy in shaping sound financial decisions. And lastly, I brought it all together by diving into strategic wealth planning. So, from understanding its role in achieving financial health to practical tips on managing personal finance for better outcomes, I looked at how you can align your everyday actions with your long term goals. Start small, make a change, and see the difference it can make in your financial wellness journey. So, we've laid the groundwork together. Now it's over to you. So let's make financial wellness and financial well-being not just concepts, but a lived reality. So feel free to share your thoughts, your insights, and your questions. Together we can grow and thrive on this journey toward financial freedom. And with that, I've reached the end of this enlightening episode. And as you know, I like to end my show with a few wise words, and here they are. Good money habits are the secret sauce to realizing financial wellness. Thanks for tuning in today and being an active part of this journey toward financial wellness and financial well being. Your time, your commitment, and your desire to transform your financial lives are what makes this podcast possible. I must also acknowledge the experts and sources that contributed invaluable information to today's content. Their wisdom, research, and insights have helped shape this conversation, providing me with the knowledge and tools to embark on this financial path with confidence. So, if you found value in today's episode, I kindly ask that you subscribe to the Merging Life and Money podcast, leave a review, and share it with others who could benefit from this content. Thank you once again for tuning in. Remember, your path to a financially empowered life starts with a single step. So stay tuned for more live shows and podcasts covering a wide range of financial wellness topics. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will be back again next week, Thursday, at the same time. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.